Okay. Okay. Empty water bottle. Hello, hello. Hello. Good evening. Happy Tuesday night or Tuesday day, wherever you may be. Hold on a second. Getting myself situated. I didn't actually have any yogurt today. I had some sort of a dinner, and now my tummy is full. I'm sitting on a to-do list in my stomach, and I have a to-do list of animation in front of me again. And we're ready to go. Hello, hello. I hope you all are doing okay. Let me type some sort of cool greeting. Hey, yeah, that's what I'll do. Anyways, happy to see everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Well, gosh, I played basketball on Monday. That was my Memorial Day big plan, is playing some basketball. And when you haven't played in a while and you move your body in ways that your body is not used to, your body has a gentle reminder system in the form of aches and pains that you really haven't been moving in a while, and it's a good thing to do so now and again. But anyways, tonight we're gonna do some animation as we always do. We're gonna animate some more squat probably, and then afterwards I'm gonna play some Starfield because I've been having a good time. We might end up talking a bit more about Starfield also because Donkey's review dropped, so that means it's time to be analytical and time to be serious and time to talk um, review wise what we make of the whole game. But for now, I'll do that later, and that might come up as I'm working also, because who knows what we're gonna be talking about. For now, I'll move this over here. I got a Toem on, because Megan was playing it before. I probably won't be playing any of that because it's her save file and it's probably more her type of game. I'm gonna have it here for a little bit just so that we have a little BG music, some gentle night tunes because this is a gentle stream. I'm capable of screaming, but I don't often do it. I'll do it for sports events and stuff like that, but probably not. I don't think I have anything to scream about really, other than good night, good day, whatever it may be. But yeah, I'm gonna continue on with this scene. The last time we started here and we did this little fight. Bleh. And we're gonna just move on from that. Between this time, I've been working on finishing up the other animation, which is you can see these files open right here. You know, a couple of those files, but we're not gonna do those tonight because that's cleanup and it's a little and it can be a little tedious at times. So we're just gonna do this for now. I actually have to set the scene a little bit because I didn't previously compose it as such. So you should have a little mat, a little bed, something that he's gonna sit down on, and then eventually roll up into his excuse me. Tried to clear my throat less on stream. Oh, also I got a haircut, or I did a haircut. I went to Target and bought a pair of, not a pair, it's just a single. It's not a pair of clippers. It's just a single push razor, and got rid of a lot. I usually do this usually during the summer. I guess I'm a little late this year because I thought I had a good hair thing going for a while, but now it's over. The hair is gone. I'm ready to just let it be and let it grow. Allow myself to grow into a winter coat as we get into the, I guess, sort of colder and winter times here in SoCal. But I got a haircut. If someone is out there and hasn't settled on like a hair game for themselves of like, I'm like 20 years old, or I'm 10 years old, or I'm 50 years old, and I still don't know what my hair identity is, I would recommend having like a summer and winter coat. That's what I do, and it works great. I can have times when my my hair is long during the cold times, and then I'll cut it short for the hot times, and that seems to work enough. Oh, Toharu, hello, Tohru Adachi, the egocentric police dick. Is that a reference to something? In any case, hello. I have not played Persona, so I'm not familiar with the OST, but I'm sure, as usual, most Japanese RPGs have banging music soundtracks. So maybe that'll be a thing that I play eventually. I'm finding that I really enjoy playing RPGs on stream. Actually, I don't think that means I'm going to be a role player necessarily, someone who is making stuff up like that on stream. But I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would. And when I get to Starfield eventually, because we like to work hard, play hard, then I'll probably end up trying. I'll end up, instead of playing the way I would usually play, which is just running around collecting things, because I'm a bit of a collecting person. I will just try to get through the story. I had this sort of thought last night where I don't have good impulse control when it comes to games, so I'll play a bit too much, and that sort of 5-to-1 ratio of animation on stream. I'll animate otherwise, like off stream also, but that 5-to-1 ratio that I was joking about before has probably been the accurate number for this experience. Oh, I'm cleaning up. I shouldn't be cleaning up. I should just go. But because I have poor impulse control, and because of my experience with the game thus far, I think I'm going to try to restrict myself to just playing the sort of campaign stuff. And then if I end up having time elsewhere, then I will play more how I usually play, which is that hoardy junk rat type of Fallout play style. But I don't think this game is really conducive to that. I've found that the inventory management, for me at least, the settlements or the outposts, excuse me, are just not intuitive or fun enough for me to want to continue doing it. So I'm going to not do that for these play sessions. That was the most butchered pronunciation. Toru Udachi. Well, I'm thankful that you're correcting me on the pronunciation, because I have no idea a lot of times. So thank you, and thank you for sounding it out like that. Toru Udachi. Toru Udachi. Are you Japanese? I've been meaning to, or I have been sort of doing some Japanese on Duolingo, and if you are Japanese and my pronunciation was so horrible, I can look forward to more of that cringe, I suppose, if and when I eventually make my way to the country as a tourist, just checking it out. Oh boy, that's exciting. Also, hello, Cyber Egg. Welcome. Boop. I forget he's a human. Squad is, or a humanoid. I don't want to give away too much of his lore, but he's a humanoid, and humanoids sometimes, even with like a cartoony one like this, can be tricky to animate. But no pain, no gain. So I'll just complete this drawing, and then I forget. Sometimes I get into a cleanup mode, and I just end up motorboarding, paddle boating ahead. But sometimes you gotta be decisive about what you're doing, especially since I don't actually know how this scene's gonna go. So I will cease with the cleanup upon completion of this one additional cleaned up drawing. Boom. That leg is tangenting to the bed, so so that it's not so horrific. There you go. Easy enough to change. Sometimes I think about this, like as I'm going along drawing and looking for tangents and all that, and all these little things, and I imagine a live action set, and like later at some point someone looking at it and seeing, for example, a tangent, and what a pain in the butt it would be to try to correct that. Or I guess at that point you just throw up your hands and be like, it's fine. And really, for the most part, it is fine. But I'm glad that at least for 2D, we have the ability to change some things. So what layer is this actually? Yeah, we don't need all that other stuff for now. We can just kind of take it as is. So after they point and he gets up, I think he's gonna. Oh, I'm doing it again. No, don't go in close. We are rough animating this. We are not trying to do it in close. Ba boo ba boo boo ba ba boo ba ba boom ba ba boom ba ba boom. Anyways, it's drawn, make an animation. Pretty cool. Trying to feel that breath. I'm gonna take a nice deep breath here. I'm appreciating the calmness of this music, and I was very happy to have found and discovered a game that Megan would actually like, since our tastes are pretty different in terms of what we play, and she seemed to like the game well enough, and that's exciting for me. Ooh. Wiggle, wiggle, don't go to sleep. We need you on for a bit. I think at the time she was also watching Hassan play a little bit of Starfield. It's definitely out there. It's in people's minds. But I don't really think about it after I play it. I more think about it in terms of from like a time management standpoint of like, well, if I'm playing Starfield, I don't actually have as much time to work on the things that we want to work on to make our shorts. And Halloween's coming up, and I think we're both pretty excited about Halloween. I don't have a big Halloween inheritance of glowing childhood experience. My Halloweens as a kid were actually quite dull. I don't remember specifically doing anything. When I went to Cal Arts, they had some banging Halloween parties, which I suppose were memorable. Although I don't actually remember anything that specifically happened in any of them, other than a general dancey sort of vibe going on. But we're still both of us pretty excited for Halloween, and we'd like to put out some Halloween related animation. So at some point it does become a bit of a calculus of like, well, if I play more Starfield, then I won't be animating. So I think the only time I will really get to play it, or really should play it, is probably on stream. So with that in mind, I think I want to change the approach so that it is like playing more through the story, because I don't think I have the resources anymore to play a fiddlier version of something that exists pretty well already. Like if I wanted to play the way I want to play, I would just boot up Fallout 4, and maybe I will eventually. It's Like, I don't need to have Fallout 4 in space when I already have Fallout 4. And if it's not Fallout 4 in space and it's a lot more cumbersome than I want it to be, then I can just play Fallout 4. And maybe I'll end up doing that eventually. I don't know. I'd like to play new games every week or so. And again, since my friend loaned us this Xbox, we might have access to more games than we usually would. So I have Ni no Kuni downloaded. There's a couple other things that are available to experience, and yeah, I'll try to play more. So what's he doing here? This is I don't quite know what to do with my hands type of situation. Just like a nice big breath. Through it all, through it all. Maybe lead with the goggles a little bit. It's a lot more to do. I don't even say that the Squawk guy, his character design's pretty simple. He's not a very complex character, but even here, there's so much more mileage. Part of why I was also streaming and playing video games more lately was because I think I pushed too hard a couple weeks back on some animation, and my elbow wasn't feeling very good, and now I feel a lot better. But I don't know if I'm managing all the sort of physical aspects of animating and drawing a lot and sitting at the desk very well. So that was an attempt to give myself a little bit of room to do animation in a way that hopefully is, or just giving myself a little bit of a break. Now I feel better, so I'm back to it. I'll just have to be a little bit more careful about some longer nights of effort there. So let's see. Monster bite. I think we can just drop this a little bit harder. Yeah, sometimes just a little timing change can make a big difference there. It was feeling so sluggish before, but now it's got a little bit of more of a huff to this nose exhale. In fact, I can probably save the nostril reveal for the actual huff part. Yeah, maybe we don't even need that second nostril in that other frame. Just like a 2-frame of that. Well, then it feels like a mistake, so I should probably actually put it out there. All these little decisions. Excuse me. Anyway, hope you all are having a good night. I try to keep myself productive. So it's kind of all day, every day sometimes. Well, not all day, because I think today was a bit of a sleepy start. I actually missed a meeting this morning because I misremembered the time that it was supposed to start. So, oops, that happens. Just gotta do better, I suppose. Don't want to be missing meetings in this age. So he takes a look at the monsters. He looks. Sniff. Sniff. Just gotta work hard, just gotta play hard. Gotta do your best. And then he's gonna get up and scratch his butt, as all we all do in the morning. I'll definitely get up and scratch my butt. What do the boards say here? Oh, does he yawn first? Oh, he yawns first. Woo! Get up, scratch the butt. Okay. Okay. And then I think I said before last time that I want to be a little less fluid with him. Because sometimes in the pursuit of naturalism, or maybe even just the default towards naturalism, a lot of stuff can be just overly tight. And you don't want it to be so tight and so kind of, almost like a weenie. You want to be able to have fun with the animation. So let's see, he's going to try to get into a yawn. So maybe let's do like a, how do we get into a yawn? I guess down first. Let's keep the eyes still open on this down. Maybe just drifting in his focus away from the monsters. Maybe I don't even need this huff. Because, like, what's the attitude here, Like, he woke up. Bleh. Maybe just have it slide in. I don't necessarily have a lot of, have a lot of planning, it seems like, with the stuff that I'm doing. But that's okay. Let's just sort of start squishing the whole thing down. This can be just turn his head all the way around so that we can get into this yawn. Mostly upper body acting. Yeah. What else has been going on for me? I don't know. I think mostly I just wanted to play some Starfield and work on some animation. So I'm a pretty neutral today. Just a clanging gong of work and play. Oh, feel a little yawn coming on. It's 8:24 at night. That's silly time. Okay. What is going on here? I don't think we need this one then. Whoop. Gotta turn off that loop, it's throwing me off. gonna not. I'm gonna, let's see. Let's not follow this. Let's just get to the big poses. I think I'm getting a little too in the weeds of things. Feel tight, you know, and you want to feel loose. You want to have like a good loose time of the animation. At least that's what I find makes for better stuff. So let's go like full on. Just cut it loose. Draw some silly poses. Keep track of his legs just a little bit of an indication to know where it is ish. It's not the most important thing to worry about right now. Maybe he gets to this and it's like starts with the one arm, hairs down, squishy squishy. Yeah, even this feels just a lot more fun to draw right now. So why? We're doing it for fun. You gotta have fun while doing it. So let's start with this first arm. I usually yawn this way. I don't yawn this way. You go left arm up, and I think he's going right arm up, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like the tiniest beginnings of a little mouth opening. And yeah, we want it to feel fun. And if we're feeling tight in terms of just like getting it started, then we're probably not headed in the right direction. So let's loosen it up. Maybe we can keep that mouth, save that mouth for... I'm going to anticipate more this way. We can delay that a little bit even, so we're not... the arm isn't immediately pulling the head. Hello, Lord O'Silly. The chat is a little sleepy, but that's alright, because I'm here. And if people want to talk, they can talk, and if not, that's cool. And also, hello to you. I don't think I've seen you on the stream before, so it's good to see you. Let's just open the mouth a little bit. Gonna do a big yawn. I guess this is thematic to the status of the chat. Chat is a big yawn tonight. But you know what? That's all right. I'm still having fun, and I'm still gonna go play Starfield afterwards. So, still work hard and play hard for sure. Is that how I had it about? Just trying to track so that I'm not going too far off base. Oh, I've already lost the thread on some of these frames. I try to push it back so that I don't have to worry about it. And they can just be little board reference points. Click, 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 click. Okay, that feels better. So, yawn. All right. There's a lot of troubleshooting going on in this one. Well, we need some of those frames. Maybe just not all of them. Let's make his arms feeling like it's rising early. Maybe this should actually carry the momentum of his head up a bit earlier. And I was right the first time. Feels a little bit better. Do 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 do. Well, this feels the most like just drawing on the internet. Huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Stretch, stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And go straight. This goggle's getting a little small also. Do 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 do. Let's see. Might be getting a little lost with this animation, but I'm giving it a shot. Well, regardless of whether I give it a shot or not, it's gonna be done eventually. Oh, that's something else that's happening. Is I'm not giving any of the amount of vertical space for this stretch that I should. Stretch. It's a stretch, you know? Maybe we can have him settle down a little bit. Blah. close. That's feeling even better. Sometimes you gotta zoom out and get some perspective. Like, you know, even if the animation isn't flowing exactly right, the nice thing about it is that you can problem solve. The shot isn't shot. You can keep working at it, and eventually, I think it'll hopefully get to a place that you like a bit better. Let me start here so that I can start tracking the legs a little bit. Have this arm dip down. Show a little midriff because he was wearing a vest. He's wearing a vest because I wore a vest as a kid. There's this picture of me when we went to the New Mexico Balloon Fest. I don't know if you've ever been to that. I grew up in New Mexico. Oh, welcome back, Cyber Egg. The chat was dead, and now you're back. But I went to this balloon festival as a kid. There's a balloon festival, I think, that happens all the time in Albuquerque. I don't know if they still do it, but I went to it as a kid, and there's a picture of me in a big red vest. So that's sort of the inspiration for him wearing this vest. Bless you, Megan. Just heard sweet Megs sneeze in the other room. So this character isn't supposed to be me or anything. There is that sort of like, what is it? How Tolkien's self-insert in his stories is Sam in Lord of the Rings. I don't think there's any kind of a desire to self-insert. Like, this isn't going to be telling a personal story of me. I don't know if Squat necessarily has my personality. I don't think he does. I think he has a personality that's just a little more extreme. So in a way, of course, there are pieces of you and everything. But for now, I haven't made enough of this guy to really say one way or the other what his personality is like. Stretch. Let's lift the legs up. Why not? We can go a little hog wild. You're getting such a stretch that your legs are popping up. You shower. Shower is good. Shower is good. I have not showered yet, because we're here to sweat it out first. Sweat it out in animation. And sweat it out playing some Starfield afterwards. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Now wait, this foot is popping out because it's not following the arc. Gotta follow the arcs. Bam. Bam. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Maybe I'll play that eventually. I don't know. I'm gonna be streaming more, despite the fact that I'm not sure if anybody's here or not. I think it's a nice way to be able to draw and play games, and I've found personally that I enjoyed playing Starfield a lot more when I was playing on stream, and it was just like talking through the RPG elements. Like, it was a different experience for me personally. So I'll probably keep doing that, or I will keep doing that. Maybe every weekday night at around 8ish. And then we'll put out a video on Saturday in the morning, and we'll always, of course, do our Sunday stream. So that's like the plan, such as it is right now, that I can think of. But who knows? These things are flexible and they're liable to change. I think he's getting a little too skinny. His name is Squat, so why is he so skinny? Let me just grab all these frames. Nope, select frames. Let's just widen him out a little bit. Feeling way too skinny, not squat. Might have to change some of the heads later, but that's okay. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back in and do a little surgery because he's so skinny. What's going on? Yeah, I gotta fix some of this because that's not looking like himself. Whoop. Yeah, we want to make sure he has that round head feel. You know what I mean? His head shape's pretty weird. So, it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh! Hello, Sweets. Sweets OWO. Welcome to the stream. Are we only streaming on YouTube? Yeah, we've never really done Twitch before. I'm not sure about hopping onto another platform. I think for this stuff, for this type of animation stuff, it feels like YouTube might be a bit more easy, because like all of our other stuff is on YouTube also, so it's just what works thus far. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Glad you're spending a little time with us tonight, or with me. Megan's in the other room, and she's on more frequently on Sundays. But for now, I'm just firing up the stream, putting it on the internet, and then just having some fun doing some drawing. Yeah, that feels better. This feels a lot better than the animation that we started with. Oh my goodness, which is good. Sometimes you just take out a little bit of stuff, like from this pose to this one. It's a big jump. It's not something I'd usually be comfortable with, but I'm like, let's go. Let's just put it out there. I want to adjust his hand because I know what this hand's doing. Fist up. Power. I thought you did TikTok first. We did TikTok because one of our friends recommended that we put our stuff on TikTok. And the way of the internet actually is that, like, if you put your stuff out somewhere else and you don't put your stuff on another platform, chances are someone's going to take your stuff and put it on the platform anyways. So I'm sure there are alternative platforms. Not that we're enormous, huge media makers or anything, but I'm sure some of our stuff has shown up on other accounts and other people posting things that we've done, and that's just kind of how it is. Can't go crazy trying to stop that or anything. But I think I started on Instagram because when I was a student in school, I didn't know what Instagram was, and that's just what other people were doing. And this YouTube venture we started on just at the beginning of this year, and we're having fun. We've made like a ton of stuff, actually. It's not that much stuff in terms of like hours of content, because animation is really slow, but that's sometimes it's like that. Okay, so what's he doing next? He's getting up and he's gonna scratch his butt. Let's see, how do I want him to get up? That's the feeling. Thought his head and first was a sausage. His head is a weird little thing. Look at this guy. He's got big goggles. He's got his two little eyes, little nose. He's got that Simpsons the Overbite, kind of. Balding, and he's got a little hair. So, I mean, little meatball maybe. You could put him in a. You could put him in a hot dog. A one meatball hot dog sub. That would be a terrible deal. If you got that from like a Subway, oh my gosh, I'd ask for my money back. You're gonna put one meatball in my meatball sub? What are you doing, Subway? Anyways, anyways, you thought I was in college? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Might be the Asian thing. Like Asians, they say like don't age very quickly. So, and I am, in case you couldn't tell, Asian. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's get into the. So I think we want him to go like fold this way, and then pop up, and then get his stuff. It's kind of cramped, but let's just sort of beat it out. And if we don't like it, we can change it. Let's plant this foot. Maybe, yeah, well, that's the first thing we'll do. Plant this foot first, then plant the other foot. Stretch, plant. I think we have to back up into that butt later. So let's just plant it first. Plant. We can have the arm kind of drag a little bit. Animation's really cool sometimes in that like it's a puzzle. I don't particularly like puzzles. I remember I think going to a friend's place, and what they were doing was putting together like a 400-piece jigsaw puzzle, and it was just torture. It was not fun at all to me. But trying to figure out how the motion can work best in animation is actually a lot more. It's part of the fun of it. Animation can be frustrating, of course, when it's not going correctly, but you know, it's also like you can just figure it out. And it takes a while, and definitely it comes with experience, and it comes with just like a lot of effort, but it's cool to feel like, hey, this is something that I can just approach, and I can figure it out, and I can change just by doing it over and over again. Best Subway pizza, in my opinion, is pepperoni, ham and bacon with ranch. I didn't know Subway. Does Subway make pizza now? Does Subway make pizza now? That's crazy. That's nuts. I haven't been to a Subway in a very long time. I used to work by Cartoon Network, and there was a Subway just down the street, and that would be like a lunch option sometimes. But I haven't gotten Subway in a good while. I eat a lot of pizza still, but usually I just eat frozen pizza, like DiGiorno's or Red Baron. Have you guys had DiGiorno's? Or, I mean, well, everyone's heard of DiGiorno's, but have you had like a Red Baron pizza before? Subway's pretty good, but like, what's the sort of pizza solution? Because I'll probably eat pizza more often than I will eat like a Subway sandwich. I think I'm kind of straight aheading this. Take away this frame. Yeah, this is a little too in the straight ahead phase. Let's open it up for like a big knee slap. I think that'll make it more fun. Look at it. It's just balls and lines. Balls and lines. That's animation. You heard it here. All those other animation channels will talk about, I don't know, other principles. Our principle is balls and lines. Yeah, let's give him a nice like slap on the knee. Slap. Speaking of slaps, it's almost going to be the next sumo tournament, and I'm very excited. Sumo is my favorite sport. I'm excited to see the big boys slap the heck out of each other. Maybe it'll be around like right here. Let's see how this is feeling. You do a little bit and then you test a little bit. It's like magic. You just, how do I feel about that? And then let's have him shove his butt out because he's a booty first boy. Shove the butt out. Keep turning the head. It's good. Try it. Am I gonna make animation about Subway? I think a certain Odd Ones Out has done a ton of Subway animated content on YouTube already. That's something I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do necessarily, because sometimes it's like we have a bunch of these little stories. I don't know how long you've been following us. I think CyberEgg's pretty OG. I recognize CyberEgg. So I'm not sure, Sweets, how long you followed our stuff, but we have a bunch of little things that we're trying to do and trying to like develop stories on and put more stories out for them. But like, yeah, one of the things that we did a while ago was that those two utility guys, where it was just an observation me and Megan had one day when we were out by our office or something like that. And we saw these two utility workers come, and they did almost not literally, but basically what you saw in the animation is just something that we observed. And I was like, that's odd. Let's make an animation about it. So I would like to say yes to having the flexibility of doing something like a Subway animation, or like, oh, I had the best sandwich ever and I want to make an animation about it. I'm not sure if that'll be the case, but I want to say yes. I want to say yes. Groove planned. Booty pop. Maybe, yeah. Let's show his face, because you want to be able to read the satisfaction of getting a nice butt scratch. You know, like when you scratching it, it's real good. It feels good, and you want to be able to share that feeling with the internet. What's that thing where? Oh, right, like in Breath of the Wild, when you're reaching for an item, or was it Breath of the Wild? It's some game where like you reach for an item and you don't have the item, or it doesn't work, and like the character does like a scratch on his butt. You know, it's kind of like that. So I'm gonna change course on this and turn his head the other way. Then let's have him just go right into it. Just grab a big handful of butt. It's his own butt, so it's fine. And then give it a good scratch. It's also nice, like, animating on, like, while online right now. I can be, or it sort of forces me to be a little looser about it, because I think, like, when you're just by yourself, you can end up falling into old habits. And something about doing it in public. Something about doing it in public makes this stuff a little different. which I think for people who do it in public, they would probably say yes. That's a big part of the appeal, also, is that it forces you to do things a little different than you normally would. Yeah. Grab. Well, I think I just need to fix a little bit of this, how his body is rising, so we can keep his body down. Thanks. I followed y'all first up in your TikTok animation style. If that's correct. We are domestic partners. We will be domestic partnering for a good long time. So yeah, I'm just glad that it's a crazy thing to think that, like, the internet has brought many a thing, many a good and many a maybe not so good thing in terms of people's access to stuff that can be potentially difficult or damaging. But it is crazy to just be able to animate, decide you want to do it, and then people can see it. And whereas before, you'd need to have a studio backing, someone higher up would have to like you and determine that you're worth investing in to put your idea out there. And it's like, well, I don't have any say so from an executive to be like, yeah, we think you're cool. You should be the one to have a show or anything like that. I mean, I've tried pitching before, and it hasn't worked out. So maybe by some sort of a standard, we're just like, we're not cool or whatever, and that's just the fact, and we gotta live with it. But this thing about just being able to be on the internet and say, like, I want to try something out and I want to do it, and if people want to watch, they can, and if they don't have to. And then some people get to watch it and hopefully enjoy it. So it's always nice to me when people, like, we've done this a while. We've had videos have like 1 million views and all that, and that's pretty cool and stuff. But at the same time, I still just as much enjoy when people say that they like watching our stuff, because we do it because we like it. I think if we somehow became YouTubers, or was able to make like a more of like a steady living on that, that would be cool. But the main impetus for why we did any of this is because we're both fartists, and we wanted to make stuff, and we can just make stuff. It's a gift. It's really cool, and I enjoy it. The chat can be dead and the chat can be alive, and we can still do whatever it is that we want to. So I'm having a good time just making stuff for all the folks that by and large we don't know, which is also like a really wild and cool thing about it. Is like, I don't know most of you. I don't know most of the people who have watched our stuff, and in fact, the people that we do know, there's no obligation to watch our stuff. Like, very few of our friends, I think, like, actively watch our stuff, because I get it. It feels like work. Animation. Watching more animation is work. I don't watch animation in my free time. We just make it. So let's see. Oui. So we'll do like a little scratch. Let me just copy this frame over so I don't have to end up redrawing this whole thing. And again, these are all roughs, and they'll be corrected, or not corrected, but cleaned at a later process. So let's see, how many scratches do you need to get to scratch before you feel satisfied? 3 scratches. 3 is the magical number. Oh, the orange corn. Hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well this evening. Thanks for coming on and watching some butt scratch. That's what we're doing here right now. And thanks, sweets. We've had a long time to think about this. A lot of times it's just, the outcomes are the outcomes, and what's important is to do. So we're just trying to do and trying to make, and then whatever happens, happens, you know. Sweets, do you have like a favorite thing that we've made, or something that you enjoy more so than the others? I'm always curious about that. Scratch, scratch. Ooh, my glasses are falling off. Gotta be able to see. And maybe have him settle down, sort of slowly get into a, or lower slowly, because you know you're settling into the feeling. Like, ooh, this is a good butt scratch. So you relax a little bit. You're not as tight on your haunches. These are the butt scratch theories of the day. And then I think, yeah, here maybe we can show him kind of enjoying it a bit more. Scratch, scratch. Of course, you want to end with a scratch. You don't want to end open palm, just hand resting on your butt. Well, no, you can do that. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, let's end on a scratch. And maybe he can open his eyes a little bit. Whoa, that was scary. Oh, that's scary. Nice butt scratch. Yeah, I don't know how much of this I'm gonna do. I started at 8, so maybe I'll animate for a little bit more. I don't want to go too late at night because I'm fairly quiet, but I think sometimes if I'm streaming, or I think one of the last times I streamed and I was up a little bit later, Megan said that she could hear me talking and having a good time, and it disrupted her sleep a little bit. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay. I'll probably go a little bit. So this is what the animation is. Yes, the animation is about expressing joy, the joys of butt scratch. I don't have a passion. I lost it long ago, where everything I put into work seemed to run out. Many excuses to give up, and in the end, when I'm ready, when I come back, yeah, that's the nice thing about, like, there's, you know, in life, unless you're born with that silver spoon, golden ticket, whatever else it is, you know, there's like work, there's providing for yourself and for your loved ones and all that, and you know, whatever form that takes, even if you're an assassin. I'm kidding. No, if whatever your work is, you know, you got to do what you got to do to put food on the table. And that, you know, that's the relationship you have with that. It can, hopefully it's just a healthy one where the work you do is okay and sustainable enough and it does what it needs to do. And not all, it doesn't always leave you with a lot of juice for your passions. But like, you know, the nice thing about your passions is that you get to access them when you're ready, you know. And it's okay when you don't have all the energy to invest as much as you want. And like, I think if you want to do it, you'll end up finding your way back to it, and hopefully you just don't like discourage yourself along the way. Like, I think sometimes we've had people come back from like working. They'd come back to school back when I was in school, and they'd talk about working in animation like as a job. And some of them I felt like were very like tapped out. They were very jaded, very like, I came into animation because most of the time I'd say people going to animation aren't looking for like the 401k, job security type of thing. They get into it because they have, an interest and an ability, and probably most of all a genuine passion and enjoyment. And then to see some people come back and just be like really like, oh man, my I don't have any passion anymore. I'm tired. I'm just tired, bro. And like see essentially like the industry took them out of their passion is it's tough, but it's also like, that's why we try to think of making this stuff as just like for fun and not to turn it into another job or into another work thing. Or like, the cool thing about YouTube, one of the reasons why we wanted to concentrate on YouTube is that we can put stuff out there and, we'll earn a little bit of ad revenue, not a lot, but a little bit. But in order to contribute to the channel, if you like what we do, you don't have to pay. You don't have to be a membership. You don't have to super chat. You don't have to. The nice thing about the YouTube thing is that it's part of the ecosystem. And again, it's not like a huge living wage or whatever. But like it's enough that like it's motivating and it's helpful and it can be pretty cool sometimes. And also hopefully that it keeps it just like as a passion and not as like another, we got to make our money, we got to make our metrics this week or whatever. So that's part of why like we did YouTube instead of Instagram as much, because I saw like there's some models in Instagram where you can, you can stream and then you can have like people, I guess, pay you to do that. But like, it's the cool thing is that this is all free, and an ad run model means that you can still still get paid without people having to pay you directly. If you want to support us directly, great, but take care of yourself first. And we're doing okay as is. Then, okay, so after the butt scratch, he's gonna wrap up his blanket and then head out. And that's the next part of this action. The best YouTube channel. You have a Cyber Egg. You have an ASMR recommendation. I don't actually do a lot of. I don't think I listen to much ASMR. Although, what's that guy? What's that fella who does like the primitive technology guy? Who's like just chopping trees and building stuff in the woods? That's sort of like ASMR. And I used to watch him quite a bit. Let's go back to 25%. This is going to be a butt and a half to clean up, but it'll be worth it. So I can probably take out some of that space here. Just get right into the scratch. I want even one more hand up pose, so we can really have that smack sort of feeling. He's really getting going for it, Maybe I'll delay this a little bit. Just going in, revising some of the feeling. Just tilting this up a little bit more. Sweet. Hmm. That's a nice. That's a nice thing. Oh, Cyber Egg, thank you. Of course. I appreciate it. I'm glad for the company. It's again, that's part of why I wanted to come back and draw and stream more, is because like I'm so used to just drawing by myself, and we of course could make all of our videos, in silence and be like, at the end of every week, surprise, we made another video, haha, you didn't know this was coming. But I found it to be personally just like a healthy, it feels, at least feels pretty healthy, to come on and just say hello and be there and be available. And if people want to talk, they can talk, and if people want to watch, they can watch, and we appreciate it either way. Are you what do you typically do when you watch? Are you like, we've had some friends say that they do dishes or they clean up, or maybe you're gaming at the same time too. I wouldn't actually not mind. Maybe if people are gonna play Starfield when it comes out, I have early access. Again, not because I paid for it, thankfully, but because my friend is a bit of a nerd and has like the Xbox Game Pass thing that we're able to enjoy. Um, but what am I trying to say? Let's just block this out a little bit. Scratch, scratch. But yeah, it'd be cool to like stream and play and hear what other people are doing in the game. Also, I never was like a very online gamer or a social gamer. Like I didn't play. I assume what most people played, or people like young boys, when I think of around the time that I was growing up, would play maybe online Halo or Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. I feel like I feel like a grandpa saying the titles. Like they would play Call of Duty, they would play the online Halo game. But I never played any of those games online. I don't think I really played games socially. So in a way, streaming streaming a game is the first time that I've actually played a game socially before, and it's pretty cool. I get it, or I get this expression of it at least. I'm not twitchy enough or fast enough to play FPS with any competency, so I don't. So I do not. Homework to distract myself. Play Pikmin 4 whenever I want to. Cool, cool. I don't know if we'll end up doing another Pikmin thing. I think we're gonna, as part of our, not our plan, because we don't have like a grand plan or anything. But we were wondering if we end up making like more like existing, uh, I guess I would call it IP type videos, where we're making stuff off of something that's not one of our own originals, that we would do go back to Pikmin or something. I'm not sure. We wanted to do something fun for Halloween, and there will be a bunch of the something to do with some of the characters that we've made. But like I've been thinking in my head, well, should I try to do like a Zelda thing, where they fall into, we call it the basement, um, the dark cave areas of the game, and then do something scary there that can feel like Halloweeny. Um, or Pikmin 4 can be kind of scary too in places. So maybe we'll do like a Pikmin thing. I don't know. We're just kicking some of the ideas around. We got to finish what we have on our plate first. I definitely want to finish this squat because it's been like a while. And originally I planned out 10 of these things, but I think it was good that we took a break because there's like a needed to have a bit of a different direction and a different purpose for this one. So, but yeah, I still want to finish it. So these are just threes, and that's weird. Scratch, scratch. And get behind this thing. think it's nice. I'm just kind of animating him in a really silly, floppy way. Just being a little flop. And again, since he has ample booty, he will stick out his booty and doing this down action. Really extend the arm. Sometimes you don't have to do too much. You gotta get to the fundamentals of what you're trying to express here. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys big Halloween people? Do you have like Halloween plans? I used to be very much like a Christmas person, but I haven't had or experienced the Christmas vibe since moving to SoCal because because of obvious weather reasons. I hope to move someday to a climate that is once again more Christmas adjacent, and be able to experience some snow and some cold. It does get cold in the winter here, but it's not a very holiday cold. It's just sort of a bit colder, and I like weather. I grew up in New Mexico, as I was saying earlier, and I definitely have a desert enchantment as well. But I was really happy to move to Connecticut and experience seasons when we did that. I think I was in 5th grade when we moved. Christmas versus Halloween. What is it? What do you think? What's the better what's the better holiday season? Oh, excuse me. I feel a sneeze coming on. At least I'll take a water break. Whoop. Okay. No sneeze. Or maybe it's one of those ninja sneezes. You think you're sneaky. You think you snuck up on me, sneeze, but I see you. Freaking trying to get me. Okay, well, let's check in thus far with what we've made. I think we did quite a bit of rough animation today, and let's see. We won't scratch. Yeah, he's gonna gather up his stuff and he's gonna bound out into the world. Pretty cool. It's crazy. I won't be here sometimes because school chores and I have to go to bed. Oh, of course. I mean, Cyber Egg, do what you gotta do. Do your chores and go to sleep. Sorry, I don't mean to be like a parent and tell you to do your chores or anything. But you gotta take care of you're number one. You know, you gotta take care of yourself first. We'll be just fine. You know, we're just here animating, and it's a good time. Oops, 0, 0. Yeah, so this is gonna be, he's rolling up his sleeping bag and getting ready to head back out into the world. Maybe what I'm most excited about Squat is the sort of world building, because people will probably say, "Oh, it feels like this world or like that world," but I'm hopeful at the end of this, when we've done enough and enough worlds have been slain or something, that people will say that this world feels is part of why they enjoy watching it. This is it's a big part of why I like making these is the world building stuff. I feel like I'm revealing myself to be just a big nerd when it comes to the kind of things that I like. I like RPGs. I like I like role playing. I like uh, world and lore stuff. Like I don't play 40k or anything, but I've watched a bunch of 40k lore videos just because if it's just that sometimes you see like these things with funny concepts and I don't know if you guys know much about 40k, but the whole idea of orcs and how they can just sort of, if they believe something, it manifests in their science. Like that's really cool to me. I mean, that's a concept that I haven't really heard expressed, at least for orcs. Typically you think of orcs and you think of big dumb greens, um, and they are definitely big dumb greens, but they're also uh, creative in this way that is interesting, you know. So I'm a big nerd. I want to make stuff that is that has some of those nerdy things fulfilled. I think Megan, my dear partner, tends to make stuff that's a little bit cuter, but she also really likes scary stuff too. So I'm not sure how scary we'll go for Halloween in terms of the stuff that we make, but it's gonna be at least a little scary. We- we're gonna go for it. And again, this is only our first year, and I think some people have been at YouTube or been, doing independent animation or other stuff for like a long time. So this is the very beginning. Aaron Kim, oh, Aaron Kim, Aaron Kim. Hello, hello, Aaron Kim. Aaron Kim is an IRL friend that we've seen before. It's good to have you on. How are you doing? How are you doing tonight? We're just animating. He's making what is he making? He's making what are these called again? What are they called? Cinnamon rolls. He's making cinnamon rolls out of sleeping bags or sleeping things. We'll probably have it settle out a little bit. No, we want this to be tight. I don't know why I'm so. Again, I have this habit of animating so weenie sometimes. Like, just go for it. Don't be a little weenie hut junior. I'm talking to myself here. I just have some weenie tendencies for whatever reason, and I'm like, stop that. That's another reason why I'm trying to animate on the internet more. Is that like, I need to encourage myself to stop being so weenie, and forcing myself to animate on the internet feels a little bit like giving myself an opportunity to cut loose a little bit. I genuinely believe that this animation that I'm doing now of Squat is probably better for doing it in public like this, which might be maybe it's a little delusional, but it's what I'm feeling. Yeah, we can speed that up also too. Let's go. Swing. Yeah. I do exist. Yes. Me doing good, just working. What pray tell are you working on? Are you knitting? Are you working? I I probably do have some animation stuff otherwise that I should work on, but I'm doing this right now. Seeks. I like the food or the plushie. The food? Do we animate any spooky stuff? Oh, I like Final Fantasy. Freelance work, storyboarding, yay! Very good, Aaron Kim. I'm glad that you have some freelance animation work to do in these dark times. Oh, actually, someone messaged me and about something, and maybe it'd be a job that you're pretty suited towards. So, Aaron, I'll like text you afterwards if you're interested in potentially other freelance work. I can try to send it your way. Let's go. I actually really like Final Fantasy 2 suites. Have you played Final Fantasy 6? Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 6 were my main games. Growing up, I had a I had an older kid come to my house and download an emulator, and probably gave my dad's first Windows 95 some viruses, but it also gave me the opportunity to play freaking Chrono Trigger, and I loved that game. I used to play it at least once every year, just play through it. And I don't do that anymore, but I really love Chrono Trigger. No, not yet, because I'm trying to play Monster Hunter Rise. There's so much good stuff to play. There's no rush to get to it all. I'm playing Starfield now, but I'll probably end up going back to Fallout 4 eventually, and just wait for, I think, maybe 10 more years before they make a Fallout 5, which will be sad, but that'll be the game that I actually want to play, and maybe we'll have a functioning PC by that time. Because I've been a console gamer because I'm not very good with computers, and the idea of building a computer is very scary to me. Uh, but maybe we will eventually have like a PC that we can work out. True. Have I played all the series? Do you mean the Final Fantasy series? Let's see. Just animating Bubble Boy right now because it's faster, and we're just trying to get the ideas out of how this is going to work. And I think it's also helping me maintain volume a bit also, because he got really big there, and I don't think he should be that big. He's pretty big to start, so maybe his size was better at the beginning. What's up, Cyberegg? Still here? Woo! Have you beaten Pikmin 4 yet? Let's see. Have you played all the games? I have not. I have not played. If you're asking about Final Fantasy suites, I have not played all the Final Fantasies yet. I've played because again, I played games initially because I had strict Chinese parents. We're not strict Chinese parents. They were pretty laissez-faire. They kind of just trusted me to become a doctor eventually, which I didn't. So that's on you, parents. Um, but they thought they didn't provide me with games or stuff. So the games that I got to play were through emulators, and like I said, it was an older friend coming to my house and downloading something, um, enabling me to play Chrono Trigger. And then I didn't have I had a SNES, a way to play it on SNES, but I didn't have access to anything. I couldn't figure out how to get like a more higher version, and I also couldn't figure out a way to convince my parents to buy me the games legitimately. So I have a big gap in Final Fantasy where I didn't play 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. I think the next Final Fantasy I played was probably 12 or no 13. The one with Lightning McQueen, um, the the pink haired Lightning Girl, was the next Final Fantasy that I played. And it was very different then, and I was not I was not used to it, and I think I just never adjusted, and I haven't played another one since then. So, if that answers that question at all. Gigablocks, what's up? Talking games. We're talking what did you play? What did you like to play? I'm gonna play Starfield in a bit. I think I'm just gonna try to get this character, wrapping up this animation and getting him out of this cave thing that he's in. Yes, Lightning McQueen, star of Final Fantasy 13, as you know. I think also because there's like voice acting in them now, it the Japanese voice acting is fine. I do not have a problem with that at all. But the American voice acting or the English voice acting, because I don't want to assume their nationalities or anything, is kind of mega ultra super cringe at times, where it's so serious. Like it's not a turn off or anything, but it's just very. I can't take it seriously, or as seriously as they take it. So I've had trouble getting back into Final Fantasy. I thought maybe I'd get into it starting with 7 because they remade 7, and that's like, what is it, the epitome of Final Fantasy, or the most Final Fantasy thing, and most well reviewed and most beloved of the games. But I don't know. I'm sure at some point they'll release a bundle that'll be cheaper than buying each section of the remake one at a time. So maybe eventually I'll play 7, but I just haven't played them for a while. What are y'all guys' games you've been trying to play for a while? Let me see. What am I doing here? Oh, it's 9:30. Wait. I'm gonna beat out these 2 poses. And then that might be it for me on animation, at least. And then I'll play some Starfield and hopefully not be up too late so that Megan can actually sleep also. Sleep is important. Sleep is, I don't know anybody's age here, and regardless of age, I can say sleep is pretty important. And if you can get sleep, definitely recommend it. Although I do not live that truth at all myself. I, in fact, sometimes resent the fact that my body needs to sleep. I'm like, why do you have to sleep? Why do you have to be tired? Let's go. let's do things, even if it's just watching YouTube. All right, let's see. Schwunk. Yeah. So he's gonna take a couple steps out of this cave, and we'll reveal in the next shot that it actually wasn't a cave. It was a rave. No, I'm kidding. It's definitely a cave. Okay. So what do we do today? Let's play. This is from earlier, of course. Let me fit it into the window. We got our monsters fighting in the distance. We got our friend Squat sleeping. They're gonna have like an impact. Wind. Do a little yawn. Scratch. And then then he's gonna head out. So I still have to fill in the rest of this, walkout thing. And I'll probably, I'll always end up adjusting little things about this acting in terms of timing. I think we don't need as much time on these holds. Rep. Yep. Rep. Yeah, way too long on that other one. So yeah, I'll just loop this a couple times and let it play. Gigablocks, you're 12. You're the first 12-year-old I've talked to in probably a decade. So, hi, how do you like being 12? Are you excited about being 13? Does 13 even matter anymore as like years? I don't. Oh gosh, what was I doing when I was 12? I think when I was 12, I was in 7th grade. I went to I went to school. I moved to Connecticut maybe a year or two before, and I was moving around to different schools and different grades within the schools. So my world was pretty unstable, at least for a 12-year-old. I was like, oh, I was pretty shy as a kid. I think I still am, not necessarily shy, just like a slow burn when it comes to meeting new people. So I had a lot of difficulty going to a new school and meeting kids and trying to make friends. So that's where I was when I was 12. I hope your age 12 is is going well and that you're making friends and having support wherever you are. Well, I'm making some friends at school. Very good, very good. Yeah, that's 12 was definitely a weird time for me. Um, I'm glad you're making friends at school. Do you like hanging out? I'm sorry. I know also you don't have to answer any of these questions. It's just been so long since I've talked to someone your age. But yeah, like do you guys hang out mostly on the internet or do you hang out in person that much? These are weird questions. Again, don't answer anything if you don't want to. I'm glad you're making friends at school, and it's cool that you're here. Okay, Cyberegg, you're 10. Oh my gosh! Well, I haven't talked to a 10 year old in just about as long. Also, okay, so I think this is it for me today in terms of the animation. We did a lot. We made a lot of progress. These things. Oh, that bird's alive. Don't worry. We're gonna finish up this scene or this animation, and that'll come out this Saturday. Um, and yeah, these are just some of those files. So that'll come out this Saturday. This one will come out, or at least the first part of this one will come out probably the Saturday after. And we're trying to gear up for some Halloween stuff too, or Spooktober. Probably do it like everything in October will be Halloween related, because we're excited about Halloween. So we'll keep animating, of course. That's the main thrust of this channel. I don't know if we'll ever end up making like a video game review or some other kind of content or anything like that, or shorts. But for now, I'm gonna switch over to this here Xbox and boot up the field, and we'll be doing this. We'll be doing this for the rest of the evening. So yeah, thanks for coming on. I hope you guys had a good time. Why am I in this frame? Where am I? What am I doing right now? Oh, okay. I'm remembering where I'm at. But anyways, yeah, thanks for joining. I'm gonna play some of this, and I'll switch to this other setup. So let me save. Everything's saved. Okie day. I'm gonna go to the only game cam. Only games from here on out. Only games. Oh no, I'm not leaving. I'll still be on. But yeah, if you guys are heading out, I don't know what time it is for you, and if you have school or whatever else, then yeah, it was good to see you. But let's go. I'm not gonna shoot any of these people because that's not what I'm about. Mm-hmm. Empty nest. No. Let's talk to them. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump. I'm just gonna jump to that. Okay. Well, it's 2 a.m. where I live. Yeah, definitely get some rest. I'm gonna be on for a little bit longer. Oh, I gotta engage in this fight. I'll blow up his shields first. Disable his engines now. Oh, because he blew up. Oh, Oh, there's another ship over here. My ship is not very maneuverable. This is a strange game. Let's blow up the shields. I don't know if I'm doing any of this correct. Blow him up! Get him! Oh, okay. So that was it. I was leaving until I go to bed. Yeah. Have a good night. Thanks everybody for coming on. I'll just be on and we'll see you. I'll be back tomorrow to do some more animation and gaming. So have a good night. Thanks. Oh, yep, mic's still on. All right. So, what you doing? Accept. Any way you can repay us? I could use some extra repair parts. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Now we're gonna pick up some scrap. Well, no. I'm not picking up any scrap actually, because I don't. Well, wait, hold on. I said I was gonna not answer the call of picking up scrap because this game does not have a very good item management thing, and I need to sort of hustle along and try to get to the story. But sometimes you can't help yourself. Hold on, where is this? Where's the cargo? Oh, it's over here. Arun him? No, I want to get this, forget it. Okay. It's telling me to stick with the original game plan and just try to get through the story. Ooh-wee. Oh, I wasn't even there yet. I got interrupted by this space battle. Oh, is there more stuff going on? What? Why is there more stuff going on here? Shields. I'll probably have to load. Yeah, let's load from the quick save. I'm not very good at space battles or battling in general. I'm not expecting to be interrupted so much. Alright. Let's go. Let's disable the engines first. Am I just getting blasted? Repair. I think I'm pushing the right button. Press R. Press? Well, there you go. Hold on a second. Right? Press the right stick? Yeah, I did that. Yes, repair it. Do the thing. Do the repair. Repair. Right stick, right stick. Right stick, repair. Oh, okay. I was pressing the wrong button. No wonder. Alright, let me quick save, because I actually know. I get right and left confused sometimes. Stop shooting me. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, let's shoot you back. Let's delete these engines first. Click, 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 click. Blow them up. Thank you. Alright. I'm sweating this out. I just want to get to the mission. These fellas keep engaging me. Stop it. I do need to put some points in this thing, because, like, oh my gosh, I am not having a good time steering around in space. Ugh, can't even lock on. Sitting ducks out here. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, I gotta get him while his shields are down. Alright, there you go. There you go. Alright, there it is. There it is. Eat my shoes, you dang space ravens. Let me quick save first. I do not enjoy these space battles that much. I don't want to keep doing them. Oh. Well, that wasn't worth it. Where to go? Is there some good loot? Whew. Space battles. Okay, some credits at least. That's something. Okay, anything good here? Credits. Sure. Alright. Let's get to this actual mission. Stop interrupting me. Your dumb pirate fights. Travel. And away we go. Meow. Let me talk to some characters. Let me roleplay. Where is the stuff? See, I'm going towards this thing. Travel, yes. Captain, we keep going to where we're not supposed to. Maybe that's why we're getting attacked. Do you ever think about that? Whoa! This blue hexagon on this planet tells me otherwise, that we're here where we're supposed to be. So, yeah, take that. Alright. We're here to rescue Barrett, who we first met so long ago. Oh, bye, Cyber Egg. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Meow, 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 Defeat this spacer invasion. Oh, this sounds fun. All right, so this is gonna be all fights. Don't worry, we'll get to not fighting people also at some point. I want to fight Coachman. Oh, that's the one that I had. All right, so I'm just gonna go through this. Oh, people are shooting. Try to be a sneaky boy, but the sneak in this game isn't very good, from my experience. We'll see. Maybe it is. Maybe it gets a little better. Sneaky sneak. Where you at?
Oh, you're going to regret this.
I mean, you get to shoot them and they don't get to shoot you? Yes. That's the appeal. Oh. What are you doing jumping around? Pew. Nope. Oh, well that guy got deleted. Oh, he's fighting my robot. Good night. I'm a bit of a coward. Not even because this is like the combat's necessarily hard. It's just this is how I would prefer to go about it. If I needed to delete humans, I would delete them sneakily. Oh, that's it. Let's go. Oop. That didn't work out very well. Woohoo! Gotta heal some damage. Oop. Let's get out of here. Oh. What? Is that a miss? I got this shotgun so I didn't have to aim. Alright. Here we go. Whoop. Getting stuck on ledges. Soak up some juice again. What? Oh, that's a invulnerability thing? Nice. Okay. Nope. Good thing I have a good amount of med packs. Boy, I have a knife. What am I doing? Anybody up here? Yes, indeed. Wahaha. That'll do. Oh, I think that's it. Wait, what am I doing here? I feel like I'm on the wrong planet, actually. Defeat the spacer invasion. I was trying to go save Barrett, and I might actually be Yes, this seems like the wrong planet. That is not... It's not what I want. So I'm not going to loot too much. That was my... Things will be different this time. Whatchamacallit, resolution to myself. But I will loot ammo, because ammo is still necessary, from what I can tell. Need a little bit of that. Don't need to sell every weapon, because for whatever reason, there's plenty money going on, and I haven't really found a use for it, for the money that I do have. But generally speaking, ammo is helpful. Oh, sure. Some more dudes coming up. Oh, did I get him? Usually I'm not good with nade throws. Like, not at all. Do I need beryllium? Sure. Are they all running? Where are you going? That was probably a wasted grenade. Need a little bit of cover. This is how I typically talk through fights. I really just wanted to get to the role-playing part of it, but they're making me fight. What can you do? Ooh, 14. Pretty high level there, buddy. Wow, they're just storming the Bastille. Whoa, boy. Whoa, boy. Need a little more damage. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why some things connect and some things do not. Where are you going? Why are you running? It's good to have health packs. Maybe medicine will work like that one day. You just give yourself a little and you're good. Alright. Do need a little bit of ammo. Are there more spaceships coming our way? That's what it seems like. Water! Calibrated, and all these things. Too much reading. Just give me the ammo. Yeah. Ooh. Quick save. Gotta save quickly. Oh. Oh, there's just a dude out here.
Cowards.
What is this? Are you a dude? What is this? I don't know what's going on. Oh, talk to Lieutenant Torres. Well, what happened to you? Okay, I might have to load a thing, because that doesn't seem like it was supposed to happen. It's a silly game. I really just want to get to the part where I get to talk to somebody. I was not intending to come on here and show what an elite shooty gamer I am, because I am not. At all. Oh. Oh, I think I shot the wrong dude. That's that's why.
The scientists here are good people. Every one of them that died is a loss for all of us.
True that.
So many people.
So many people.
That's the price of command, Torres. Every decision leads to blood.
No,
You
not
can drive
necessarily.
yourself crazy with counterfactuals. Focus on the good you did. We did here.
If you do the best you can every day and with every decision, you know what? This is to everybody who's been on this stream and to everybody out there. If you do the best you can every day and with every decision, you don't have to regret a thing. It's just like that episode of Better Call Saul, where Saul's like, "What's going on?" He's never said that actually in any of the episodes, but he's talking to Mike, and Mike's like, "Listen, there are good things that you do and bad things that you do, and this is a bad. Oh shoot, I'm butchering it. Anyways, let's
getting
stick with
old.
this.
Well said.
It is getting old.
Voltaire's safe because of you.
Oh gosh, I gotta look up that quote because it's a really good quote,
Most want to
and I
run
feel
back to
so
the
bad
first
for
time
butchering
because
it
they'll
right
give
now.
you a medal.
Now, wouldn't that be the damnedest thing? I could put it on right next to my meritorious star. You'd save me a
Bad
court-martial if
road.
you just give me your thanks. Might be you want your medal, though.
Give me a second. Bad choice road. That's what it was. This is a bad choice road, and you know what? You can only do the best that you can. Doesn't matter.
I know exactly how you feel.
I'm not sure if I would have done all this if the roles were reversed, Myo. But I will never forget you.
You're young and you've got a future ahead of you. A bit of advice. I've been passed up for promotion more times than I can count because I've always stuck by my principles. There's a million ways the bastards in command will ask you to compromise. Little ways, big ways. Don't. It may hurt your career, but I look back with pride at my service. Especially today.
Man, they're just doling out career advice in this silly game. No one accepts this. I'll listen to that.
I sincerely hope I never see you across the lines on the battlefield, Captain.
If you do, Lieutenant, I will do my duty.
Not if I do my duty first.
This is soldier flirty talk.
Soldiers, it's time to get out of the...
Alright, we did it. Okay, so that was not the mission that I intended to do. I actually wanted to go try to find Barrett, one of the first guys that we met. Shipment for sailing Mantis? Go to the secret outpost? No. Failure to communicate? No. This is what I wanted. And it took me there. See, this is where it's like, this menu is very strange. But first, before I do any of that, let's pick some sort of something to level up. So my guy thus far, he's very sneaky. I like to be sneaky, even though I'm not necessarily good at it. I like to be well, because, you know, we like to have some HP. HP is generally, I think, underrated in games. And it's just something that I dump money into. I don't need commerce. That's what I found. You don't need the money in this game. At least for the way that I wanna experience. I might do this piloting thing because it's been a struggle trying to fly the plane sometime. But well, let me just take one more look. But I might end up settling for combat because you do a lot of fighting in this game, and all this other stuff is extremely situational. Ballistics, shotgun. I've been using the shotgun a lot. I think there was a thing that we got. Frenzy. Corrosive. And all this stuff. Med theft, modified coachman, peacemaker. What is this? This seems like a long gun with not a lot of ammo. So probably not that. Probably won't be running with that. I should add this because it seems to be pretty decent. Put it all the way on the other end of the pistol thing. Yeah, that's it for now. Beep beep. And again, we're not gonna focus on looting because it's not that important. But I might try to pick up some ammo. Yep.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Don't need the mines. Do need the medicine. Medicine and bullets. That's the game. And conversations. Pretty good conversations, actually. People have said the writing is not so good. Writing's not really good anywhere. No, there's definitely places with the places and things such as Better Call Saul, whose elegant writing I butchered so poorly earlier on. But for the most part, video game writing is pretty okay. It doesn't have to be the most amazing thing ever. And I find that the scenarios that they're expressing here are compelling, even without the voice acting or the writing having to be like so amazing. Ba-boom. Let's go.
Can't believe Barrett snuck a transmission to us. He always finds a way. Can you?
I can't believe it either, Lynn. Let's take off. Well, I gotta repair this guy. But he's probably okay for now. Probably gonna be okay. Alright, what are we doing? See, why is it leading me here? I do not want to go here. I want to go rescue Barrett. Oh, I think I'm mistaking some of the named things for... Yeah. Yes. Let's go. This should be right. I just want to make sure Barrett's okay. He came in, he recruited me, changed my life, and I just want to make sure that after being kidnapped by space pirates, that he's going to be okay. But let's quick save first because I don't have yeah, let's go to the planet. I'm just trying to find Barrett. Okay. Do what I want, game. Do what I want. Do what I want. This doesn't seem right, but maybe it is. We'll just say it's gonna work.
I can't even imagine to tell you the number of inhospitable worlds like these that I've visited.
It doesn't seem right. Are you gonna make me trek over there? Okay. Well, now we get to play spacewalking simulator, and it's incredible. Copper? Don't need it. Not building anything. Just looting guns and having funs. Okay. I'm coming, Barrett. I wish we could have parked the ship like a couple 100 meters closer, but we do what we can. Oh, CO2 buildup. It wasn't that far a trek. I've just been on some of the other planets, and to get past or get to certain parts of the points of interest, it really is quite a labor of legs to do so, but this one was much closer, thankfully. Alright, Barrett. This is gonna work out great for the both of us. Okay. Okay. Find Barrett and Heller. Oh, that's Heller. Oh, you're just chilling. Cool.
Oh, hey, it's you. And here I thought you was some pirate coming back to kill me. Lucky me, right?
Thank goodness we came in time. Well, still, I patch you up. You look fine. You don't need to be held still. I'm a hallucination.
You see, I laugh, but I'm on a lot of meds. Kinda just mellows everything.
Nice.
Don't make things worse than they already are for this poor man.
What?
Man,
Come on, Sarah. I thought you were
so
cool.
terrified when I got pulled on board that pirate ship.
Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna load because I want to be able to max out their likes and dislikes or their likes without having to go backwards. And I haven't encountered too many situations where Sarah's actually liked things, so I'm not gonna have her disprove and end up going backwards in our relationship. Sarah's been pretty cool. I'm surprised that she disliked that. I mean, I thought it was a pretty good joke. Alright, Heller, we're back. I mean, we're here, and you're okay. It's amazing. Alright, quick save before important conversations.
Oh, hey, it's you.
Let's patch you up, even though you already said you're on meds.
I'll be alright. Just, you know.
You should let us help you.
There you go.
There's
She
no
liked
reason
that.
for you to have to suffer needlessly.
Alright.
I was so terrified when I got pulled on board that pirate ship. There it was all. Sorry, brother. I'll get us out of this. Trust me.
See, I made the read, and I was right that he's actually fine. But Sarah's got to go dislike that. Whatever. Let's see, trust me is my go-to line. This is actually true. If someone is talking to you and has to repeatedly say, trust me, or repeatedly says to something that you're saying, I understand, but you don't feel understood, those are signs. So I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself against these pearly whites? He's gonna bite my face off." I mean, I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were wrestling with two of them. Barrett reached for one of their guns.
He shot someone. And he shot something, is my guess. He blew something up.
Bingo.
Yep.
Blasted the
Good at
pilot
this game.
right in the back. through to the flight console. Dropped orbit like a rock off a high rise. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was, smiling like it was just another day on the job. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of saving your butt, and you weren't even awake to notice. Then he did the little finger gun thing.
The last show I worked on, the character was a particular user of the finger gun thing. So I did not get this impression of Barrett from the first time meeting him. But I suppose he's that guy. He's that guy. But Barrett isn't here. I need to find him. Skip to the end, Heller.
Well, no, I don't think so. I caught him holding his ribs a few times. Oh, yeah. Probably should have talked about that first. Did I mention... So, I was real excited when a ship showed up.
Nope.
Then, less excited when I realized it was a Crimson Fleet ship. And then, really, really less excited when Barrett said, "It's okay, I got this." He mumbled something to him, and then they were all gone.
I think this is pretty decent writing. I don't know. I just write poetry though. I don't write dialogue like this. Crimson Fleet has him again. Ah, yeah.
I was drifting in and out, but yeah, I think so. Got
Barrett's all
signal
about the
from
chase.
ship
You gotta
before they
chase him a
grabbed
little
you.
bit, you know.
Guessing it was Barrett. Haven't really been in a good space to have a listen. Here you go. Hey, I should come with you, right? I don't think anyone else is coming.
Should we get you back to Argos? No, that plan is... I don't know why keeps being an option. Argos is that place that they abandoned.
Yeah, just, don't... give me a minute. I think the worst of it is... Yeah, let me know when you want to head out.
I can recruit Heller. I don't know if I have enough room on my ship, but I will attempt it. So yeah, I did not get that impression that Barrett was such a cool guy. Heller's the same. It's pretty consistent. Empty chunks packaging. Is there a little... Oh, that's smoked salmon.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock. Phew. Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. For a second there, I thought you were gonna leave me behind. What's on the agenda today?
See, I have an outpost, but I can't assign him to anything. There's just too much... There's too much of this, what would you call it? There's too much stuff to have to sift through. Like, I don't understand how this works. I thought I built a settlement, but I can't send him here. Do I have to bring him on my ship and then drop him off at the settlement? It's just so... Sorry, outpost. It doesn't work very easily. So, I just want to get him off the rock, and it seems like he'll be able to.
Catch you on the flip side, boss. Thanks for letting me tag along.
Okay, so I recruited him, and he's gonna be able to leave the planet, so that'll be good. Let's... What am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm supposed to listen to some transmission. Inventory. Miscellaneous. Where's the transmission? Here it is.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett. Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console. Don't move. He's trying
trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah. Thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console and towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
You could also start the fun on the ship. There's nothing wrong with doing whatever fun you're gonna do on the ship. Okay, we listen to the transmission. Travel to Basel 3. Alright. It's a game of going to places, talking to people, and fast travel to ship. Yes. And then figuring out that you know what? You got to go to another place.
I've got
Oop. What was you saying?
something with your name on it, boss.
Is he here? Oh, it's 10:22. Let me see.
I'm getting antsy just standing here.
Okay, good. He is here. All right. Well, it's 10:22. I think the last time I streamed this late, Megan could hear me from the other room, and that messed with her ability to sleep. So I'm gonna wrap it up here for now. And I appreciate everybody coming by. We'll be back tomorrow night to do some more animation and probably play some more Starfield. But yeah, thanks everyone for hopping on. I hope you have a good night, and we'll catch you some other time. Let me go to this view. Have a good night. Oh, I guess I wanted to show off my buzz cut again. All right, that's it for me. Thanks everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh wait, I should learn how to say this. Google Translate. I'm learning Japanese, so I want to be able to say this. And I think I had someone earlier on say that my pronunciation was horrible when I tried to pronounce their name, and they seemed Japanese. So I'm gonna look up how do you say goodbye. Oh, of course. Sayonara, sayonara, something like that. Okay, all right, that's it for me. Okay, bye. Oh, right at the end. So yeah, sorry, Julian. I gotta get off so that I'm not making too much noise, so that Megan can sleep. So, but I'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll just keep streaming animation and drawing. So you have a good night too. Sayonara, sayonara, however it's pronounced. I'm gonna look it up more later. Bye.